Here we are again. Pure nature, the Siege of Hope. So in order to do this, we are once again using cheap cards, and we're going for a, a clean, reliable strategy that everyone can do. Now you start off with dealing with those Twilight guys here, and after you've taken a few of these out, you can grab this power well, and then you can right away start running away with one of your squads to run up to the enclave over here to start claiming these power wells here. So whilst these guys are taking care of this, and I like using Werebeast because they regenerate, so you don't have to bring shamans or anything like that. There you go, they take care of this. And whilst they'll do that, we bring over these boys to the enclave over here. Because the main, like the start of this, or rather kind of the entirety of this campaign is just getting as much power as you possibly can as quickly as possible. So we just grab this well, we don't need the Werebeast anymore, and we're gonna claim all these over here. These guys finished up cleaning this, we don't need those anymore either. And we're just gonna wait for power, so we can luckily speed this up here. Saxionix, Monument, and let's slow it down again. So now what we're gonna do is get a breeding grounds and get a couple deep ones going. Once you build this stuff up, these defenders will come and defend this. Now what you want to do is take care of these spawning buildings before the timer runs out over here. Because if you do that, you won't have to deal with any of these spawns. Now there is a defense over here. These tree fiends are probably the most dangerous ones. But, good thing, they won't counter large units, which means they will do 50% more damage. And we're gonna wait till we have 4 of them. And then we're gonna take on this camp here. There they are. Now, and the nice thing about nature is that you've got all those spells with crowd control to your disposal. So we just lure them out. I don't know if I need to do this, but I don't want to lure all these guys as well, so oink them so they can't really do anything. So you can slap up those tree fiends before they even do damage at all, which is quite useful. So and then once those tree fiends are dealt with, you let those boys do what they do best, which is slapping shit up. So let's speed it up a little bit here. Ray of light to make sure they keep nice and healthy. And there you go. Now, like I said, you need to take care of these 2 spawning buildings. And we have 2 minutes left on the timer. So you don't need to hurry that much. There's plenty of time to take care of all this. Alright, there it is. Which means we have 2 minutes left, which we can already use to go for our next objective, which is defending the next camps. One in the southeast and one in the northwest over here. So one deep one's gonna go to the southeast. The other ones are gonna clean this stuff up first and then go to the north. Now the north will face slightly more dangerous attacks than the south, but they both will send in big troops eventually. And again, waiting for power here. There's 4 more wells. And the north, there is also 4 more wells. So you will have a lot of power coming in once you claim all these. Now here are deep ones running for the north. You can, while already, take this down. But I mean, it's not that important really. You have plenty of time. So the timer ran out here. I'll slow it down. Then all these ice units will spawn. They will defend this for you. And they will destroy remaining buildings. See, I didn't take this one down because these guys can do that for you. Now, in the southeast, we have our deep one here. The walls set up, we claim the whales. We can start building up some defenses here. In the north, same thing. We start claiming all the wells first, so we get as much power income as possible. As you can see, we've got 17, soon to be 18 wells. Meaning we get, what's that? 9 power a second. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now what we want to do here is set up a root network defense. And we're gonna do the same in the south once we have the power. But in the north, the attacks started with 2 Devastators. And in the south, they only got 1 and some small guys. So the north, you have to prioritize. And, but for now, we can use those towers as well. We can use the phalanx here. And we're starting to set up the root network here. Now the blue one will heal your units, and the green one will heal, and the blue one will make them take less damage. At some point these guys will spawn, but your monument can take care of it. You don't really have to worry about this. So back to the north. Call in a Swamp Drake. Just to delay them, pretty much. Like, we don't need to be scared of any of these. We can take our time. And if these phalanx go down, it's no big deal. We don't need them. Meanwhile, we're taking care of this. We send our deep ones down here. So we got everything we need. Get a breeding ground so we can summon our boys later. So 20 power wells now. It's pretty good. And here we start out setting up our defenses as well. Now, as you can see, very shortly there's going to be Twilight Hulk coming in. So these waves get increasingly stronger. In the south, still no big boys, only the smaller. And I mean, this guy is kind of large. Now I really like Swamp Drakes because you can just, you know, silence these guys, have them sleep a little bit. And for now we can let the living towers do their thing. And yeah, right now it's just waiting for power mostly. Because you can, you know, you can spam a bunch of units, but that will slow down your T4. So we claim this one here. Bring in this guy again, the Abyssal Warder. And he can deal with these. They also send in attacks from the middle, but those are very easy to deal with. So in the south, this guy broke through, but we've got a deep one here taking care of him. Let's see here. I think the next wave they'll send 2 big boys. But good thing we have a Spore Launcher coming in. Now, the Spore Launcher is like a tanky version of your Razorleaf, but it cannot attack air, sadly. But what the Spore Launcher has is a lot of HP. I've got the second upgrade when I did this. If you get the final upgrade, it gets like 8,500, something like that. And what that means is, once you have those root networks, it can pretty much tank the enemies and just heal up while they slap them. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. It cannot attack air units, meaning eventually they send in the dragon here, right? And the dragon will keep shooting him and he can just heal it up. And then he's just chilling there. No. Now the north seems secure. We're gonna start building up over here now. And again, I'm not really worrying about anything, really. It's just, you know, you've got plenty of time. See, we have to wait like almost 10 more minutes till the boss is going to spawn. So in the meanwhile, we can do whatever we want. We can clean all this up. We can clean this. We can take care of these towers, but you don't need to do that. Alright? You can just take your time in this. So I'm gonna speed it up now. Because this is just gonna keep happening. Now, and as you see, it does regenerate pretty quick. Now this guy is pretty powerful. But the nice thing is, once he takes out the entire wave, and just the dragon is left, I'll show in a bit, he can just regenerate. You can also add healing gardens to make it even better. That's also an option. So we pop one of them down here as well. Now they're starting to send big boys over here as well now. So I take him over with mind control. Because, you know, why not? Now, and aiding the spore launch with all these towers will make him do a lot of damage. Let's see what he can do here. Boom, see? It is really powerful defense, this. And these guys are also nice to have in your disposal, because, you know, they're strong as well. So we're setting up some living towers here as well. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Now we're starting to send in an air force of worms now. Like, I think I didn't. I attempted to attack this and I got teleport all over the place. Advantage of that is that these leeches will sit here then. And you can just kill them that way. Eventually they'll go away though, but... So right now, I'm just waiting on timers. Because you only have 4 charges. Oh, there we go. There's the dragon, you see? So this dragon is just going to shoot this spore launch and he's just going to regenerate. And he can sit there pretty much forever. Especially with the healing guardian, you don't have to worry about this at all. I think he's slowly healing up. Let's see. 6,000. So the lowest was 5.9. Yeah, it's pretty much stabilized, I think. He can just sit here forever. And nothing's gonna happen to him. But of course, our poor spore launcher, you know, it's kind of sad that he is being attacked like this. So we have to take care of this boy. Right. Well, let's speed it up again until we go to attack. Again, we're trying to set up an air force here with swamp drakes and worms. There we are. So we finally go in. Send in the Werebeast as distraction. And yeah, so what we do now is just take everything down. You will get teleported a couple times, you will get attacked. The whispers are kind of annoying because they, you know, they blind your boys. But we can just take them over like this. So we deal with this guy that way. And see how much power we have? We don't have to worry about anything. Well, except for the whispers, I suppose, because they're being really annoying right now. So we send in these guys. There we go, that's the whispers dealt with. And let's go for another attack then. So we want to do this systematically now. As you can see, this guy still gets teleported about, but most of the leeches have been dealt with. We can safely destroy everything now. And yeah. So as you can see, the timer turns green, which means that the boss is going to spawn any second now. And as you can see, we have right now got 4 worms, 6 swamp drakes. So we can just take him out like that. And there you have it. That's it. That is it. Really, kind of it's a pretty easy one, I think. If you know what you're doing. See how much power you have? You don't ever have to worry about running out. So that's it then.